everybody, I'm Karen Rosenstrom, your BPS director, and I am coming to you live from the Memphis Operations Center for our second ever 5 in 5. You got it, that's 5 tips on one topic in 5 minutes or less, guaranteed. So today we're going to talk about the implementation guide for our complimentary evening social. Are you ready? Let's go. Tip number 1. Read it. You got it? Seriously. You actually have to read it. I know it seems elementary, but you know why we're saying that? Because over the past several weeks, we've been talking to people in GM Leader and VAST classes, and we found out that nobody's been reading it. So it's a basic, but I have faith in you guys. I know it's kind of long. It's 11 pages with lots of pictures, but I know you guys can get moving on it, so break it out, read it, and start to get familiar with it. Because quite honestly, the food and beverage evening reception boat has sailed and you need to be on it. And if you're not already on it, you need to be swimming fast for it because it's going off down there. Swim, Ashley! Swim! I think you can make it! She did it! She caught the boat! So Ashley's on board. Are you guys gonna be on board? All right. Tip number 2. Get rid of the food you're no longer going to be using at your hotel. You know those one-offs, macaroni and cheese, Salisbury steak, meatloaf that have been living in the back of the freezer. The great news about this and the great benefit is you now create more storage space for yourself. Those were great. They took care of us when we needed them, but our food trends have changed and it's time for us to jump on those ship, as we said, and change with it. Tip number 3. Communicate these exciting new changes with your guests. And I really do mean exciting new changes. I know for you all, it seems like we decided to make a change to evening reception and then just put it out overnight. But in reality, we've been working on this for 2.5 years. In fact, we've gathered voice of guest to the tunes of thousands of different comments. We've had voice of GMs and owners and operators and management companies. We've really spent a lot of time doing research that way. We've also researched food trends in both the US and Canada, and we feel like we've come up with a great idea that's going to help move our brand forward. You know, being future focused is always important for us. So we hope you're going to get excited about it, communicate the trends. One of the things we heard from our guests loud and clear is they really hated all the pre-processed food that we served. So all of you out there, raise your hand. How many of you were really, really proud of the lasagna we used to serve? Not so many, right? So the new food that we have is cleaner, fresher ingredients. It's easier for you to prepare, doesn't take 45 minutes to cook, so if you suddenly get hit, you can be up and running really quickly with the same kind of food and it's gonna taste great. It's a win-win for all of us. Got it? Number 4, meet with your food and beverage team members and really help them work through this change. We are literally changing their cheese. We're moving their cheese. We're cubing it. We're serving it whole. I don't know, it's gonna work. But a lot of these people can be change averse because they've been doing these things a long time. They've been doing the same menus for multiple years in a row. So it's up to us as leaders to really help them work through the change. So you wanna go over why we did it, share some of the information why. The voice of guest stuff that I just shared with you is always really cool. And make sure they know how to speak to the changes and they feel confident in what they're doing. The more you work with them, the easier the transition's gonna go at your hotel. And finally, number 5, plan for what you're going to do with your new displayware. When it comes in, it's gonna need a place to be stored. And again, we don't have a lot of storage space in our hotels. So you wanna go back in underneath your cabinets, maybe find those things that are chipped or broken that have still managed to find a house there. Get rid of those, create an assigned storage area for your new displayware when it comes in. I know it seems like it's never coming in, but May has just flown by and July will be here before you know it. So find a place, make sure it's designated, and be prepared to go. By the way, it's a good time for spring cleaning, so give that kitchen a deep clean too. All right, guys, that was it. My 5th and final one. Thanks for joining us for 5 in 5. I look forward to talking with you really soon.